one of my major plans in my tenure now as director is to engage more men. I can do a lot of work teaching the patient population I serve, but all these years I've really been in heavy meditation about how to and why isn't it more education and mirroring of men to men.
I don't need anything specific with birthing or pregnancy, but I'm working with a larger energetic envelope of relationships and balance between relationships.
That's super important. Yeah.
I spoke about moving mama fitness that I teach, and also dancing through pregnancy, helping moms to release stress.
One of my featured books is Before You Jump the Brook. It's a premarital counseling book to support couples in really thinking through some of these issues and looking at some important issues before they get married. So that kind of supports the overall.
I like what you told me is that we all want people to think outside of the box and reference to where you can generate all the abundance. So how I view you is creating a space for there to be legacy in the form of economic growth and prosperity for individuals, but also for couples, families. Because what I want to do when I transition from here, and your work is supporting me in doing that, our partnership is to leave a legacy behind. So my granddaughter, who's now 5 months old, will have a home. We'll have property, and my business will still be alive. And it'll be a family business for those who choose to step into it.
We just talked a little bit about sharing our stories. I mean, particularly for me and being what I do, is to get down to the barriers and start to share our stories a little bit more, so we can really see what's really the pain points that are going on with people.
And it's supporting a woman that started their birth, during their birth, and after their birth, and how we as women tend to take on everything, and how can we support women in this whole journey. And also another major thing was actually how do we teach people outside of the community about the language that we use. I was saying that I never really heard the word doula before, but using the word mother's help would make sense to somebody else. So speaking about red tent, I was like, that sounds fabulous, but if I saw an event that says red tent, I wouldn't know what we're talking about. But it's something that's needed, something that with the younger generation, that how do we actually get people in?
Like when I was growing up, I had my mother was deceased. My grandmother and her 2 sisters raised us, so everybody else was uncle, aunts, and whatever. Whatever we didn't have in our family, the community was that, and we need to bring that back.
Ashley is working on a holistic health conference, and she was saying how she didn't really feel like she was doing much of the work at all. And Chantel and I actually helped her to see where there are key points where she is doing it, but it may not necessarily look or sound like what we think birth is, in a sense of working with a mama. Then Chantel shared an amazing story about how we're each going through a challenge ourselves, like with our physical health or mental health, whatever, but how she was able to come out of this challenge of having cancer and honoring her mother's words of, can you please tell my story? And now after the Mother Wit Conference, because she was so inspired by the playback, she's writing a book. I am also actually doing the work, because I have 2 events coming up. I'm doing a placenta encapsulation for a mama, and I'm doing a workshop called Men Divine, just talking about how to care for our wounds.
What I wanted to introduce as a possibility, having heard all of you, some things I knew about, some things I didn't, is an opportunity for us to do that in a very concrete way. Not just in conversational, the next Mother Wit is this, and this is what we can do, but something very specific. So, wanting to design opportunities for educating the public and getting the word out about all of the magnificence that you're already doing, and then also working on creating in that book is to do webinars where each of the leaders in here, maybe a cluster of you, can be a part of them and co-teach and co-create. Mama's helper, doula, and wellness specialist in the form of food, coming together and talking about that, and people really getting the through line that after I give birth, while I'm pregnant, how I need to nourish my body. After I give birth, like how do I prepare to give birth with this empowered body, because I've been eating well and exercising and doing all of that. And then once the baby is here, what do I need? Like, how do I take care of myself?
contribution, basically just being available to help with, whatever I can contribute towards any efforts that's being done.
My word was collaboration. I wrote that I plan to actively participate in creating a space for collaboration, and I am asking to be held accountable.
My word was co-creation, and I got excited with lots of exclamation points under it. And I love the small group focus, because I think small groups and small focus works. Laser focus works.
My word is collaboration, and I put that I will use the info on the sticky pad and get more information. I'm sitting next to another person.
Event partnership, support each other's events. Encouragement. I think mentoring is also something that's quite important because I think there's a lot of knowledge that all of you have, right? And certainly we can exchange with each other as far as where we've been and what our experiences have been.
And I'm super pleased and grateful that people are like, yes, they are a yes for this work, and a yes for the continued growth efforts of the community. Thank you for being here. Please do eat the rest of the food. And I wanted to say today, July 30th, 2015, we've been doing the Mother Wit Conference at Mount Pisgah. I just got present to that when I was traveling today. I was like, oh, it's an anniversary from Mother Wit number 3. We did 4 this year, but 3 is the anniversary for that one. But so thank you all for being here on my anniversary, or one of my anniversary days. Thank you. Thank you. Love y'all.